Hello everyone, my name's Larry, aka Simmy Dad. Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the Mini Mileage Adventure series. My series on Euro Truck Simulator 2, where we are trucking our way through Europe, including all the pro mods, and all the jobs we're taking on this series are all under 320 miles. So if you are enjoying the series so far, hit the like button, subscribe if you're not already, give me any feedback down below. This episode ahead was originally live streamed. They've been clipped down into episodes before we start pumping out newly recorded episodes. I will leave a link up there for you to be able to go back and watch the actual live stream if you wanted to catch up with the conversation. There are new episodes coming soon. This is job number 4. So without any further ado, let's get into the episode. I hope you enjoy. Pepsi Max. What drink did you grab? Pepsi Max. Nothing too crazy. I think we'll do this one. We'll head further down into Finland. It's 18 to... I don't know actually. No, we'll do this one because the truck's slightly better. So yeah, we will do the Scania R high roof, 520 horsepower, empty pallets, 22 tons from Ivalo down to Rovaniemi. Finland, pays 4,000. Yeah, so that's the question. We can't take a loan up to $500,000 now. The question being, do we want to take a loan or do we want to push on and try and earn our way up to the truck? We're at 23. Oh yeah, it's that Scania V8 power, baby. It's gonna be a noisy old ride, this one. Wrong one. That was nearly Crash City. Lucky nothing was coming. Press the accelerator instead of the brake. Let's go. Problem with this V8 sound, it makes you want to drive like a twat. Yeah, you can really hear that throaty power just... Let's get the lights on before we get a fine. I would say push on instead of taking a loan. Awesome, man. That works for me. I said we're halfway towards buying the first truck anyway. In an ideal world, the truck I'd like to buy is fully spec'd out. It's over 200,000, so we'll probably buy our way up to our own truck, and then when we're ready to buy the more expensive truck, we can give that truck to like a worker driver, like a hired driver. No bills equals more money saved for show. 100%, bro. Should make light work of this anyway. That sounds amazing. It sure does. That'll be the Scania and pipe straight pipe sound pack from the Steam Workshop. There are trucks around here that drive with straight pipes and it does sound like this. However, they usually have the pipes attached to a button so they can flick them open or closed. Curb. Alright, I've got a question for you. Is there a chance that you would explore other sim games now? Alani? That's a good question. What games did you have in mind? Truck and logistics simulator, maybe. Well, I did look into that a while back because Mr. Farquhar recommended or sort of said about it on one of the convoys ages ago, and I remember when I looked into it, there was a demo available, but I didn't download the demo. Now, I had a little thought about it because I'm always, the thing is, mate, I am always exploring ways of bringing new content to the channel, in so much as stuff people will enjoy, stuff that's helpful, stuff. My main thing with content on the channel is that because I've got 4 kids, a wife, and a full-time job, and I do this on the side, it's all a fine balancing act between everything and making sure that I can commit myself to all the areas that I want to. So my main thing with making content for the channel, whether it's recorded or live streamed, is that it's like low impact. on me, so like it doesn't, like, that's why I didn't do the farm sim stuff anymore, because the farm sim stuff, especially pre-recorded, when I first started the channel I was doing pre-recorded farm sim stuff. Now it would take to make like an episode that was 30 to 45 minutes long, it would take probably 8 hours, 10 hours of time, because I'd have to record, I'd have to edit, have to render, upload, so it's, you know, 8 or 10 hours of time for one 30 to 45 minute episode. Whereas with Truck Sim, it's because it's kind of quite raw in the way that it goes out, in the sense of there's not a lot of it I clip out. I'm not the best I'm not the best at speaking a lot. I'm quite introverted on my own personal life, but I'm getting better at that, so I try and keep the conversation flowing, so there's not as much to crop out. I try and keep the whole trip in. So again, there's not as much to crop out. With the live streaming of like convoys and ETS, or like this series now, there's next to no setup between live streams. Whereas with the farm sim live streams, although I do enjoy farm sim, it's quite oftentimes was having to find time to find time to between streams to do extra bits that I didn't want to cover on the stream. So that's my main focus when I'm thinking about new games or new things to bring to the channel. So done, Kyla discovered. Again, apologies for any mispronunciation. So yeah, when I'm thinking of new stuff to bring to the channel, I'm always thinking, right, is this something I can bring in a way that people will enjoy it? Is this something I can bring that's not going to be an absolute nightmare to bring to the channel in terms of time and energy spent? And Truck and Logistics Simulator is definitely on the list of games I'd like to try. I've been looking at some things this week about it, but I was just disappointed to learn there is no longer a free demo of the game, so it's kind of buy the game blind, not blind, but you know, without any kind of trial period per se. But yeah, it is a game I'd like to have a go at. So it's not a hard no. Have you played it at all? Or have you just seen bits about it? Yeah, I've seen little bits. That's understandable. I've just seen bits about the game. It honestly looks entertaining. Yeah, I think it's it does look quite good. I've seen like little videos of stuff of it, and it's again, I think it's the same as Alaskan Road Truckers. That was a new game that came out a few months ago in the truck simulator section, and I think it's hard when you think back. For a long time in the truck simulator sort of genre, if you like, or subgenre of simulator games, Euro Truck Simulator 2 and American Truck Simulator have been the ones. They've been the main contender. There's not really been much competition. and they've held a pretty dominant place in the truck simulator subgenre. But now you've got all these challenger games that come with a little bit more, but I find they're not as polished of an experience. Like, I got in quite early on Alaskan Road Truckers, and it had quite a lot of nice features about it, about being able to like manually attach the airlines, having to get out and refuel, get out to jack the trailer legs up and everything yourself, and there was quite a lot of features that I liked about it, but it wasn't very polished. And when I played it, it was only about a week before release, so that sort of put me off it. And then there was, when it came out, I kept an eye on it because I hadn't bought it. I just had to sort of been invited to the playtest, so I kept an eye on it, and they had something like 15 update patches in the first like 2 or 3 weeks. So I thought, well, you know, it's quite a lot of patches in the first few weeks. So when I looked at Truck and Logistics Simulator, again, it's got quite a few nice features in it, but then it's like, is it going to be as good as ETS2 or ATS? Probably not. Is it worth exploring on the channel for, you know, a couple of live streams now and again or something like that, or maybe like making some pre-recorded videos? It might be something I'd do down the line, but it's because my time is limited in that respect, because I've obviously got the kids and the wife, and you know, like family life just generally, and then a full-time job as well. My streaming time is cut down now to 2 nights a week. If I was still able to do sort of 3 nights a week, then you know, you could almost pick it up as like a throwaway game and just dedicate one stream to it to see how it does. So yeah, I probably will look at it at some point, but I think right now my focus is probably on Truck Sim. I think there's a lot of exciting content that I could bring to both from the games around new series down the line when some of the series I've got go and finish, as well as there's now a slew of like accessories available. Rovaniemi discovered. There's now a slew of accessories available for truck simulator games, so if I get my hands on those, there's plenty of like tech review type stuff that I could do. So yeah, it's you know, if that's what everyone wants, then I could look into it and consider it, but it's kind of hard to make that decision because it's like you don't know how the game will perform for you in terms of like a content creator, and then I don't want to do it and then feel like, oh well, you know, that video bombed, so I should have just done an ETS2 live stream or a convoy or something like that. So yeah, I think to answer your question, I would never say never at all. I think right now, in this exact moment in time, for sort of at least the next little bit, I think I'm probably focused on ETS2 and ATS. Especially because I think what will happen is, with all these games that come out that have got neat little features about them, like being able to get out of the truck and refuel manually and those kinds of things, I think what will happen is SCS will stand up and take note, and they'll go, oh, actually, those are being quite well received by the community. Maybe we should consider doing something like that on our games in a future update. Which, If they did that, that would be kind of awesome. Let's see if we can swing it around here. I think from what I've seen, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's like an open world game, isn't it? It's like an online multiplayer. Alrighty, let's drop it off. Definitely agree on your points you've made, so thank you for answering my question on it. That truck is the... Alright guys, just as we're coming to the end of the job there, that is this episode complete. We hope to catch you in the next one. If you've enjoyed, hit the like button, have a great week, and we'll see you next time.